Johnson's got it. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. Palmer's heading out now for his first series.
What a good fit here in Arizona. Carson Palmer with Bruce Arians. Man, this offense was designed for quarterbacks like Palmer who can get the football down the field.
Ellington lined up as the single back. First down at the 30. And now here's Ellington on the toss. Donald's the one who made the big stop.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
And here we have second down.
Let's go.
Carson Palmer throws the long pass. It was basically a jump ball there, Phil, and both players had an equal shot at it, but it goes to the offense. How did he do that?
Yeah, we see it more and more in the league, don't we? The quarterbacks are taught. If they're both there together, go ahead and give your wide receiver a chance to make the catch. It was tight, it was close, but it went to the wide receiver.
When you talk about the Cardinals on offense, of course, Larry Fitzgerald is a player to watch.
I remember Larry Fitzgerald at the University of Pittsburgh. I said, wow, he's big and physical. And those qualities he has carried over to the NFL, and they have worked great. There's no doubt about it. He's one of the best.
Taking a look at this defense on the line. The second pick out of Virginia in 2008. It's Chris Long.
Yeah, how's that working out? A lot of people thought, oh, Chris Long doesn't deserve to be the second pick of the draft. He's proved them all wrong. He is an excellent outside force and one of the hardest working guys in the league. Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
First down at the 20. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Rams lined up in the nickel. Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. It's Gresham. What a first series. Touchdown.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
Palmer's going to scramble.
So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. Bowles is the man in charge of the Rams offense today. First down at the 20. Kenny Britt pulls it in. He'll pick up 7 this time.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
The Rams from the 27. Britt's got it, and a first.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Campbell's all over that offense. defense and brings him down.
Bowles is trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and a long way to go. That's a gain of only a yard. Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, this group of wide receivers must go vertical. They must open up the game for the offense. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. The Rams need to get to the 42 for the first down. Nick Foles from the shotgun. Heaving it down. Intercepted!
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First down at the 41. Palmer looking down the field. Second down coming up. The Rams defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Looking to go down the field here. And they can't connect.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Looking to go deep. The pass is off the mark, and that's a 3 and out.
The Cardinals really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The Cardinals elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. The Cardinals snap it at the 41. The Cardinals turn the ball over on downs. The Rams defense probably in shock that the offense went for it on fourth and long, and they come up with the stop.
Well, look, I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. And, you know, I like to talk a lot. That leaves you speechless. You're going to have to answer a lot of questions when this game is over about that decision.
Let's take a quick look at this defense. A second-round pick out of Miami in 2008, defensive end Calais Campbell.
Well, if you give that defense a quick look, I'll tell you, Calais Campbell will get your attention. He is such a big man and has a lot of talent. He is the cornerstone of any defense he's on.
The Rams have it at the 39. Brian Quick has the catch. Gains 20.
Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route. And all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Gurley's lined up as the single back. Second down and 7. Gives it to him again.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stop him for a short gain.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run. There's a momentum killer right there. The flag comes out. I think we have a false start.
Boy, coaches talk about it so much. Penalties before the snap of the ball. We got to avoid them. And the biggest one of all is the false start.
Foles is back in shotgun formation. Scans the field. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt. The kick is good.
Well, the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Cardinals ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, I'm saying some words that we can't say on the...
Set up now at the 32. Ellington's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Pass is intercepted. Tackle's made.
Laurinaitis is able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
Todd Gurley ready for action. They've fallen behind here, and maybe it has something to do with the fact that he hasn't really been able to do anything on the ground to this point.
Oh, I think it's everything to do with why they're behind in this game so far here today, Jim. And listen, the coach has got to call some different plays. What they've been running has not worked. Time for a different look. Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd down and 4. Gurley's handed the football. The Rams have not had a strong running game this half, at least in the sense of handing the football off. Gurley's been off the mark, and that's a big reason why they're trailing in this one.
That's right. It hasn't worked. So what do you say? Don't be afraid to change. What you have to do, you call the plays that give your team the best chance to win, and they better start changing those play calls. Bowles is selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
This next play coming from the 47-yard line. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Gurley's got it on the handoff for about 4.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. 1st down, offense readying for the snap. Another carry here. Gurley's taken down at the 49. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd. Bowles takes it from the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Britt's one of the best receivers in the NFL. He can run all the routes. How about this out route that time? Does it with such grace and ease and makes the catch just short of the 1st down.
And the offense will need 3 yards here on 3rd down after the completion. Foles is going to take it from the gun. Out to Cook. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Only 34 yards to the end zone. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 34. The Rams get a first down.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First and 10. Gurley's going to secure the handoff. And that's a gain of 10. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. And now as we head back to the field, we've got an offense trying to get some momentum going before the first half draws to a close. The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. Foles will take it from the gun. Has Austin. That's his first reception today.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Foles now completed 4 in a row. Back to the air here on first down. Gurley breaks the plane, and he's got the touchdown.
When you look back at every single game, especially on the offensive side, you win and lose games by how well you play in the red zone. That was an awesome job by the offense. They found a way to score the touchdown.
The Rams getting ready to kick it away. Johnson's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. Carson Palmer marching back onto the field now. With as well as he's played in the first half, you wouldn't necessarily expect them to be trailing at this point, but they are.
No, you wouldn't, but you just hope he can continue that good play. That's what they're going to need from him to have a chance to win. But so far, so good. Really looks good executing the passing game.
The Rams defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 20. Ellington on the screen. And Laurinaitis is all over the ball carrier. Second down here.
Right now, 258. 258.
The offense was able to recover the ball. The Rams signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout. A lucky break to make the recovery, but still, it's third down. The Cardinals break huddle and show a jumbo look. And Fitzgerald's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it. The Cardinals have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Fitzgerald's been a favorite of his quarterback, and he's proven why he deserves to be targeted so often today.
You're right. He deserves to be targeted because he is one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And when he catches it, look out. He can get yards after the catch.
First down following the long play. Ellington is in the backfield. And a flag comes out. Ellington lined up as the single back. Almost intercepted.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Second and 10. Down the field. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
Well, when it's third long, I just say this: be very careful on the offensive side.
It'll be third down. The Cardinals need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. Going deep. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Rams offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last two times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. First down coming up. Foles is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Cardinals will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you that players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know the
ball is out, and it's a takeaway. He's brought down.
When I talk to young quarterbacks, I say the number one rule is always keep two hands on that football. That time, he doesn't do it. That's why when he got hit in the pocket, he fumbles it.
The Cardinals defensively have had a great first half, but so too have their counterparts. It's more or less been all about the defense these first two quarters, partner.
Well, if you love defense, this is the game for you. And what you do on the offensive side, go in there at halftime, and some of those unique plays that you've been holding back, get them ready and bring them out in the second half.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Brooks is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
The catch is made by Tavon Austin. Austin is taken.
Welcome to Connected Franchise. I'm Larry. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. As you load into your first game, notice the goals. Progress towards these goals will show up on the bottom ticker and near your player post-play. Additionally, drive goals offered at the beginning of drives offer bonus experience opportunities. Kick your season off by starting your first game. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Cardinals going up against the Saints. So now let's go to Glendale, Arizona, where Jim and Phil have the call.
Peterson's back, ready to field the opening kick. And Thomas Morstead looks ready to get this one underway. And with that kick, a new season is upon us. He'll have a chance to take off. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Palmer's going to jog out to the huddle now. He's seen it all in this league with 13 years of experience.
Carson Palmer still has to prove to everybody, Jim, that he can be a big-time starting quarterback in the NFL. What's that mean? That means putting up good numbers, good play, and your team has to win.
The Cardinals line up, split backfield. Palmer's got it in the gun. There's a flag out, and it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Still first down.
Taylor's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. My goodness, what a... Taking a look at this offense, he doesn't always get all the acclaim, but 6'3" out of Notre Dame wide receiver Michael Floyd.
He's just a solid NFL receiver when you talk about Michael Floyd, and here's what's going to happen. He's going to get better every single year, so look out for Michael Floyd.
Brandon Browner with the interception. And here is Drew Brees, the sharp-shooting quarterback out of Purdue, who has already won a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP award. And as far as the Saints go, it's all about how far Drew Brees can take them.
Things have worked out great for Drew Brees down here in New Orleans. You know, it's a good thing the San Diego Chargers didn't want him anymore, because he got hooked up with Sean Payton, and his career has just gone upwards ever since then.
First down at the 36. Drew Brees trying to connect with Marcus Colston that time. He gives this team a threat on the outside. Wide receiver Brandon Cooks.
Every receiving core needs a receiver like Brandon Cooks, a guy that can play outside or play inside the slot. Fast, shifty, and somebody you have to back up on because he is that quick.
Second down and 10. Shaughnessy's able to read that play and make the hit. We're early in this one, but already a crucial third and long play coming up.
These are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
The Saints take it from the 38. Morgan with the reception.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good. And they take the lead with this field goal in the first.
Yeah, good job there by the offense, driving down the field. And anytime you get points early in the game, that is a confidence boost for your football team.
Breaks out of the tackle. Peterson's tackled right at the 20. The Cardinals offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. The Cardinals have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, it picks up solid yards, second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
Second and short. Taylor's the receiver on the screen.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
Coming to the line at the 45. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Fitzgerald had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete. This defensive lineup today hopes to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that means that Cameron Jordan will be one player to watch.
Well, when Cameron Jordan is on the field, look, you can pressure the quarterback because he's got speed, he's got the moves, he's got those long arms.
Intercepted. On his way. The 10 inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.